But you know what? Today we stay mainly dry, but get ready for gusty winds heading into this afternoon, making highs once again in the 40s. Feel much cooler. It's 34 in Central Park, and we have temperatures in the 20s and the 30s all across the area. Below freezing in Montgomery, 27, 24 in Sussex, 21 in Morristown, and 34 in Islip. There is a light breeze, so it feels a little cooler. It feels like 18 in Sussex, 27 in Islip, and 26 in Poughkeepsie. So winds are out of the west, ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour, but winds will get much stronger, especially starting around midday, lasting throughout this afternoon. Get ready for gusts approaching 35 to 40 miles per hour. But at least skies are quiet. It's mostly clear. Just a few clouds now pushing into the Catskills, a few flurries approaching the Catskills as well. So we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, highs in the lower 40s, but you want to dress for the low to mid 30s. Heather?
All right, Brittany, an accident on 78 local lanes east of exit 56. The right lane is closed down. There was a dump truck that lost debris all over the area there, so they have to get that cleaned up. So the local lanes east, you're going to find that right lane closed down. On the New Jersey Turnpike car lanes north near exit 8A, that is an accident that needs to be cleared away. Then we're also looking at the Garden State Parkway local lane south of exit 114. That is another accident being cleared. And then going onto the Southern State Parkway east right near the Wanta. You can see those lights back there. That's where we do have a crash. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. Pedro, over to you.
Brittany, Heather, on the shocking assault of an NYU student. It's going to be packed.
Yes.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from where there's traffic.
I'm seeing the tree, but I only go if someone's visiting from out of town.
Same.
Because it's just too crowded. But this morning we're getting off to another cold start. Temperatures down in the 20s and the 30s. Winds are light for now, but winds will get stronger by lunchtime and pick up and after school with temperatures again in the lower 40s. But you want to dress the kids for the lower 30s, and that's because winds will eventually gust as high as 35 to 40 miles per hour. 39 in Poughkeepsie, a high of 41 in Bridgeport, 41 in Morristown. Toms River up to 42 for you, Manalapan 41, and Brick 42 degrees. Tomorrow, some of the coldest air of the season. We start out Friday morning with morning lows and the single digits, the teens, the lower 20s. Highs only reach the lower 30s, 33, barely rising above freezing, and back up to 40 on Saturday. Heather?
Do have 78 local lanes east of exit 56. The right lane is closed. There's a dump truck that was traveling along. It lost some of its debris onto 78, so that needs to be cleared up. And you heard us say it's a gridlock alert day, so you want to use mass transit, especially if you are heading into Manhattan. New Jersey Turnpike car lanes north near exit 8A. That is an accident. And then we have the Garden State Parkway local lanes south of exit 114. That is another crash. We are looking at the FDR Drive. Minutes ago, we had a stall. It was right over here. Police showed up and somehow that stall just pulled away and everything has been reopened. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. Shirlene and Pedro, over to you.
Thank you. It is 4:41. Still to come here. A wild. Your Spanish was fire.
I've practiced that all morning, but I felt
good.
so uncertain because I'm sitting next to you.
Now you killed it. That was good.
Rolling Stone says the album's on their list, quote, kept us moving forward all year long, and it will be reverberating after the year is done.
No surprise, Bad Bunny's the top artist on Spotify.
Yeah, he is.
Album Rolling Stones, and now he's gonna be at the Super Bowl, so I'm excited for
It
him.
makes sense. It all makes
sense. Great album. Brittany, did you take a look at the list at all?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at the list.
Okay, because I'm curious to see, like, Beyonce, did she come out with an album this year?
Wasn't that last year?
Okay, so she was touring on last year's
I
album.
want to see her top 10. I think I already know.
Oh yeah,
I already know.
I don't have Spotify, but I have my Apple Music list on my
Well,
Instagram
yes,
stories.
we'll check it in the break.
You can probably guess who was the top artist. You can guess again. This morning it is cold. Temperatures down in the 20s and the 30s, and winds will get stronger this afternoon, making it feel even cooler. It's 34 in Central Park, light winds, 24 in Sussex, 32 in White Plains, and 33 in East Hampton, Toms River, 22. It feels a little cooler in some locations. A wind chill of 27 in Islip, 18 in Sussex. That's because winds are out of the west, ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour. So when you step outside this morning, the breeze isn't that bad, and that will be the case over the next few hours. But that all changes by midday, lasting throughout this afternoon, all thanks to a cold front. Once that cold front comes in, winds will get stronger, gusting up to 35 to even 40 miles per hour. At least for now, skies are quiet, mostly clear, just a few clouds in the Catskills and the Hudson Valley. But we'll see more cloud cover throughout this afternoon, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. The bigger picture showing high pressure moving offshore just off to the south in this approaching cold front. That's our next weather maker, bringing in a rush of cooler air, gusty winds, and maybe even a chance for a snow shower in the Catskills and the Poconos. So Futurecast showing that chance for a snow shower or flurry far north and west of the city, but mainly dry for the rest of the area, with temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s. We actually cool down quickly later this afternoon, and you want to dress more so for the lower 30s later today. But look at numbers late tonight through early tomorrow morning. Some of the coldest air of the season. We start out Friday around this time tomorrow in the teens and the 20s, the single digits in some of the coldest locations. And for the rest of Friday, we struggle to get above the freezing mark. Clouds also increase Friday afternoon, and there's even a chance for a few flurries or sprinkles, especially south and east of the city. We're not expecting much in the way of accumulation. That storm system that's trending farther to the south, keeping us mainly dry. And you can see that storm track well off to the south. That's why we stay mainly dry late Friday night. This weekend, not as harsh, but still unseasonably cool with highs in the lower 40s. On Sunday, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, and early next week, we drop back down into the lower 30s. It feels more like January right now. So 41 this afternoon, turning windy with sunshine and some clouds, a snow shower possible north and west, winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, 22 in the city, the teens and the single digits in the suburbs, and tomorrow 33, mostly cloudy, much colder, a chance for a stray snow shower south of the city, especially late in the day. This weekend, 40 to 41, and Monday and Tuesday, 31 to 34 degrees. We're back into the lower 40s on Wednesday. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's take a look at this. This is the Southern State Parkway. You can see some flashing lights in the distance there. That's eastbound right near Wantagh Avenue. So right over here is where that police activity is. So it's off on the side of the roadway, but just keep your speeds down. Pine Air Drive between Heckscher Avenue and Carlton Avenue, that's a car into a pole. So PSE&G is on the scene there. So do use caution as you go through that spot. 78 local lanes east of exit 56, right lane closed, dump truck lost debris, so that needs to be cleared up. It is a gridlock alert day, so please use mass transit. Don't attempt to drive into the city. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. Shirlene and Paige.
The city tonight, some of the coldest air of the season, the teens and the 20s, and tomorrow a high of only 33 degrees. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we are looking at 78 local lanes east of exit 56. The right lane is closed down. Dump truck lost its debris. Gridlock alert day. You've heard us say it. Leave the car at home. Take mass transit. Look at the Cross Bronx west going towards the George Washington Bridge. No major issues coming inbound George Washington Bridge. Also looking pretty good there. Pine Air Drive between Heckscher Avenue and Carlton Avenue, car into a pole. PSE&G is on the scene. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. But again, a gridlock alert day. Shirlene, over to you.
All right, we're going to be
So closer to that $1 billion mark. Good morning on this Thursday, December 4th. I feel like people just got a little bit of like insight into our lives. Because we get asked to do things all the time like during the week. Hey, you want to go here?
Want to go out to dinner? I'm like,
What time?
What time? Is always the first question.
If it's past 4 p.m.
It's honestly like 4.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think people give us grace, though. They don't really realize what it's like to get up.
Really?
The hour we get up.
Just do it. Just do it.
You're like,
no.
no. You try being up at 2 a.m.
How about you try what we do?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard. And you know, I don't try to do what you do because you're keeping an eye everywhere in our city, and it's a lot.
Yeah, I try to keep up.
Yeah.
I do. But for now, and I don't like saying this out loud, for now it's not too bad.
It's quiet.
But gridlock alert day.
It is a gridlock alert day,
everybody.
so please do yourself a favor and just leave the car at home.
Yeah.
Right?
We have a great, honestly, like as much as people talk about MTA and New Jersey train, it's one of the best in the country overall. Our system.
Yes.
If you need to get from A to B, you can do it. So.
Right.
Use it.
Yeah, and not too bad when it comes to the wind, but that will change this afternoon.
Boy.
So get ready for a gusty day with winds gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. Hill 23 in Morristown and 36 in Bridgeport. It feels a few degrees cooler in some locations. It feels like 17 in Toms River and 18 in Monticello. That's because winds are out of the west, ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour. So not too bad currently, but winds will get stronger starting around lunchtime, especially throughout this this afternoon, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. Skies are mainly clear, just some clouds now pushing in across the Catskills and the Poconos. And we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, but we stay mainly dry. Just a small chance for an isolated snow shower far north and west of the city. But check out these temperatures. Highs reach the upper 30s and the lower 40s, but you want to dress for the upper 20s and the lower 30s, all thanks to gusty winds.
Heather, earlier track work near 59th Street, Columbus Circle, right where Nina Pineda was last night for the tree lighting. So again, just expect those delays in both directions. This has been going on for a while. This is 78 local lanes east of exit 56. There was a dump truck moving along 78 and lost some of this debris. So we have the right lane closed down because they need to clean up that debris. This is a look at the Cross Bronx Expressway, not doing too badly, coming off of the George Washington Bridge and heading towards the George Washington Bridge. You look good. Look at the inbound side. Very quiet. We're going to cross our fingers and our toes, and we're going to hope that it stays like this. And then just an issue here, Pine Air Drive with a car into a pole. PSE&G is on the scene. Street cleaning rules are in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. Pedro and Charlene, over to you.
All right. Thanks so much. 5:02 right now.
From weather and traffic together. So temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s at the bus stop, and winds will get stronger this afternoon. So the upper 30s around lunchtime, 41 by pickup and after school. But you want to dress the kids for the upper 20s and the lower 30s because gusty winds will make these highs, and the upper 30s and the lower 40s feel much cooler. We stay mainly dry, a mixture of sunshine and clouds, and a small chance for an isolated snow shower, especially north and west of the city. Southampton 42, the same in Montauk. Coram 42 and also 41 degrees in Brookhaven tomorrow. We're in for some of the coldest air of the season. We start out tomorrow morning with temperatures down in the single digits, the teens and the 20s. Highs only topping out in the lower 30s, barely above freezing. Back up to 40 on Saturday, and we stay in the lower 40s on Sunday. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we do have a BQE as you go southwest from Queens Boulevard to the LIE. You can see that traffic is bumper to bumper. I know the camera is a little bit shaky here, but only that left lane is getting by, so you want to avoid that BQE. The LIE is doing okay. No major issues at this point. If you use the subways, D trains, we have delays both ways. Earlier track work near 59th Street, Columbus Circle. Then Pine Air Drive between Herkshire Avenue and Carlton Avenue. It's a car into a pole. PSE&G is on the scene taking care of that. And 78 local lanes east of exit 56. That dump truck lost lots of debris. Street cleaning rules are in effect, but it's a gridlock alert day, so leave the car at home. Pedro and Charlene, over to you.
All right, thanks so much. 5:11 right now. Tributes are President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will light the national Christmas tree on the White House lawn. It is the 103rd National Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony. There will also be musical performances by the Beach Boys, Alana Springsteen, and John Party.
I want to see your guys' Christmas trees.
I don't have a tree up yet.
Oh, well,
but I know who does.
The Powerball jackpot, by the way, has grown to $820 million after no big winners in last night's drawing. So here are the winning numbers: 1, 14, 20, 46, and 51. The Powerball, 26. The next drawing is Saturday night. So if you want,
I need to win it.
If you want to win it, you got to play.
I don't ever have to put another tree up myself.
Ooh, I
never
like
have
that.
to do it myself.
I'll do it.
I like that.
For a fee, of course.
When are you putting the tree up? Seriously, I put my tree up.
You know,
Pedro put his tree up.
It's just the gift of time I don't have.
Wow. Well, when you do,
that's why I got to hit the lotto. Because
when you do, I think we should show them. I think we should share our Christmas trees.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like a little competition.
Yeah.
It sounds like
I'm not gonna win.
It sounds like he's feeling his tree. You feeling it, aren't you?
Spirit?
It's my wife did it all, so like I'm confident in her ability to do it. My Charlie Brown tree I will also share it too. So there's that. There's gonna be people thinking about going out buying their Christmas trees today, but they're gonna have to deal with some wind.
Have to fight the wind carrying the tree.
Oh man.
If you have to carry it around town today. So it's not too bad this morning, but this afternoon, get ready for gusts up to 35 to even 40. Skies are mostly 34 in Central Park, and temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s all across the tri-state. Down to 31 in Poughkeepsie. Morristown, good morning, 23 for you. Below freezing in Newark, 31, and 33 in East Hampton. It feels a little cooler in some areas because of a breeze. It feels like 17 15 in Toms River, but we'll deal with more of a wind chill later today. Current wind speeds aren't too bad, ranging from just 2 to 12 miles per hour. But watch what happens by midday, especially this afternoon, all thanks to a cold front. Winds get stronger out of the northeast, ranging from 15 to 25, gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. So that will make our highs in the upper 30s and the lower 40s feel much colder. This morning, skies are clear, but there is some cloud cover now pushing into northwest New Jersey, the Catskills, and the Hudson Valley. So we're in for a mixture of clouds and sunshine, even a chance for a few snow showers, especially north and west of the city. That's all thanks to this northwest flow, along with the cold front that will come in later today. So throughout this afternoon, our in-house model is showing that chance for an isolated snow shower, especially in the higher elevations. Maybe a flurry or two can make it as far south as the city and the coast, but it's shaping up to be a mainly dry and windy day. Early tomorrow morning, a frigid start, clear skies, clouds increase later Friday afternoon through Friday evening. And there's even a chance for a few flurries and sprinkles, especially south and east of the city. But this area of low pressure is trending farther to the south, meaning things are trending drier for us Friday night into early Saturday morning, but we still can't rule out a flurry. Notice that track is farther off to the south. We're right on the northern edge of that moisture shield. Heading into this weekend, not as harsh on Saturday. The lower 40s again on Sunday, but even those temperatures are still below average for this time of the year. The cold front comes in Sunday. We'll feel the difference Monday and Tuesday with temperatures diving back in the lower 30s. Today, 41, becoming windy, especially midday throughout this afternoon. Periods of sunshine and clouds, a chance for a snow shower north and west of the city. West-northwest winds 15 to 25, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So that will make temperatures in the lower 40s feel like the upper 20s and the lower 30s throughout this afternoon. So these are the numbers you want to dress for later today. Tonight, 22 is from the coldest air of the season. The teens outside of the city, even the single digits in some of the coldest locations. Tomorrow, only 33 degrees, mostly cloudy, with a chance for a flurry or snow showers south of the city. This weekend, not as bad, 40 to 41. And Monday and Tuesday, the lower 30s return back up to 41 on Wednesday. Heather, what are you watching so far this morning?
I've been looking at the trains, New Jersey Transit to be specific, and some subway issues. Thanks, Brittany. We'll talk about New Jersey Transit first. North Jersey Coastline, 6:08 to Long Branch, 20 minutes late. Northeast Quarter, 6:11 to Trenton, 20 minutes late. And then we have this issue here on the BQE as you go southwest. Queens Boulevard getting into the LIE. As you can see, we do have construction and only the right lane is getting by that scene. So just a different view here. You can see that sea of brake lights as you head down the BQE. LIE, not doing too badly at all. We did have some issues with our D trains, and alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. Use mass transit. We'll be back with more traffic news and weather after the break.
AscII weather forecast.
And good morning, everyone. So we're getting off to a quiet start, but I do want to get you ready for a windy day with winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour around lunchtime, lasting throughout this afternoon. So we're starting out at 34 in Central Park. Temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s. It's 34 as well in Islip, 23 in Toms River, and 25 in Morristown. It feels a few degrees cooler once you factor in a light breeze for now. It feels like 17 in Toms River, also 18 degrees in Monticello. Winds are out of the west, ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour, but winds will get stronger by midday, lasting throughout this afternoon. Skies are mainly quiet, just a few clouds pushing in around the Catskills and the Poconos, and there's a small chance for a stray flurry or snow shower far north and west of the city. But we're mainly dry and windy, and that means temperatures in the lower 40s will feel more like the low to mid 30s. Heather?
We do have fire department activity. Of course, this is in Manhattan, so you want to avoid First Avenue up in the 90s. And then a commuter alert on the BQE southwest from Queens Boulevard to the LIE. That's where we do have this construction project where only the left lane is getting by, and that's been out there for a while now. So you can see, thank you DOT for zooming out the camera. You can see that that left lane is fully blocked. Cones are up. We still have signage pushing you over to the left, so you want to avoid that BQE. 78 local lanes east east of exit 56. There was an accident involving a dump truck. We're not really sure if it was an accident or if the dump truck just lost its debris on 78. So they're still out there. They're still getting that cleared away. It's gridlock alert day. Leave the car at home. Use mass transit. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. Charlene and Pedro, over to you.
Brittany, Heather, thank you.
Right now, it's probably pretty empty at this point. But as the kids head to school this morning, temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s, and the breeze is light for now, but winds will get stronger, especially around pickup and after school. So even though we have these numbers in the upper 30s and the lower 40s, you want to dress for the upper 20s and the lower 30s, all thanks to gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. We stay mainly dry, a mixture of sunshine and clouds, but parts of the Hudson Valley, the Catskills, and northwest New Jersey, you could see a stray snow shower or a few flurries this afternoon. Up to 36 in Beekman, also 37 in Middletown, Port Jervis 37 for you, only up to 32 degrees in Thompson, Mount Pleasant 39 degrees. Tomorrow we're in for some of the coldest air of the season. We start out this time tomorrow morning with temperatures mainly in the teens and the lower 20s. We only reach a high of 33. Some spots will struggle to get above the freezing mark, and there's a chance for a flurry or two, especially south of the city later Friday afternoon. On Saturday, not as harsh, a high of 40. We stay in the lower 40s on Sunday. Heather?
All right, 6:08 to Long Branch, 20 minutes late. 6:11 to Trenton, 20 minutes late. And Morrison-Essex line, it will be overnight busing Saturday to Sunday. BQE Southwest, Queens Boulevard to the LIE. You could still see that we have that construction there, but the good news is it looks like they are getting that cleared away. First Avenue North at 92nd Street, fire department activity. This is a look at the Ed Koch 59th Street Bridge. Not doing too badly, both the upper and the lower levels in both directions. It looks like traffic is moving without issue. On the Grand Central Parkway in front of LaGuardia, it looks great. No major issues there. Of course, if you are going to the airport to pick somebody up or catch a flight, give yourself some extra time. Here's the LIE heading towards the city. Lots of brake lights to greet you there. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. Charlene, Pedro, over to you.
All right, you've been warned. Thank you. It is now 5:40. Good morning on this Thursday, December 4th.
Wow, that'll wake you up.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Let's get you out the door. Yes, you're going to have to bundle up, but it's going to get worse later, though, right?
Yeah, so happy Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Okay, so this morning we're starting out in the 20s and the 30s this morning, and the breeze is light for now, but that will change this afternoon. Get ready for winds gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. We're starting out at 34 in Central Park, the 20s and the 30s all across the area. Down to 30 in Sussex, 28 in Morristown, 31 in Poughkeepsie, and 35 in Islip. There is a wind chill factor. It feels a few degrees cooler. It feels like 19 in Toms River and 26 in Islip once you factor in winds out of the west ranging from 2 to 13 miles per hour. So not too strong for now, but by midday, especially this afternoon, it turns gusty. Northeast winds sustained between around 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 40. Skies are mainly quiet, clear to partly cloudy, but I am now watching radar showing the chance for a few flurries stretching from Crawford, Mount Hope, Port Jervis, all the way towards Frankfort. That is making it to the ground. It could lead to a few slick spots, but waiting for reports to see if that's making it to the surface. There is a chance for a few flurries or snow showers north and west of the city throughout this afternoon, all thanks to a cold front. That same front will make temperatures in the lower 40s feel like the lower 30s. Heather?
All right, Brittany, New Jersey Transit overhead wire issues, 45-minute delays in and out of New York Penn Station as a result. Here is a look at the BQE. No major issues getting into Queens Boulevard. There was construction southwest from Queens Boulevard to the LIE, but they picked that up and they put that away. Now here's just a view across the river. No major issues if you are taking the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, the Williamsburg Bridge. First Avenue North at 92nd Street. We do have reports of fire department activity there. This is the Grand Central Parkway in front of LaGuardia Airport. No major issues getting to and from LaGuardia as far as the roads are concerned, but make sure you get in touch with your individual carrier. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. Charlene and Pedro, over to you.
Houthi militants in a group chat. The IG right now, you're more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's get you out the door. Brittany with our forecast.
And we're starting out in the 20s and the 30s at the bus stop, and the winds aren't too bad, but that will change by midday, especially near pickup and after school. Highs reach the upper 30s and the lower 40s, but gusty winds will make these numbers feel like the upper 20s and the lower 30s. So those are the numbers you want to dress for. We're mainly dry with a mixture of sunshine and clouds, but there is a chance for a few flurries or even a snow shower north and west of the city. So Newark 43 up to 42 in Jersey City, Patterson 42, West Milford 37 for you, and Madison up to 41, Cranford 42 degrees. Tomorrow morning, we're in for some of the coldest air of the season. Most of us start out in the teens and the lower 20s, some spots even dipping in the single digits. And tomorrow afternoon, only 33. Some areas will struggle to get above the freezing mark. Also late Friday, there's a chance for a few flurries or a snow shower, this time south and east of the city. By Saturday, not as bad. We're up to 40. The lower 40s stick around on Sunday, but the 30s return early next week. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we have New Jersey Transit with this Amtrak overhead wire issues, so 45-minute delays in and out of New York Penn Station. They're cross-honoring Path at Hoboken, Newark Penn, and 33rd Street in New York. You also have the Cross Bronx East, right near the Whitestone Bridge. There is a crash. Check out the LIE. Lots of brake lights going towards the city, so give yourself extra time if you are driving, which you shouldn't be. You should be taking mass transit because it is a gridlock alert day. Local lanes of 78 going east right near exit 56. The right lane is closed down. This happened very early this morning. A dump truck lost debris, so want to use the express lanes instead. George Washington Bridge pretty heavy getting into the tolls. Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel, they are both picking up lots of volume as well. It's not a bumper-to-bumper ride, but it is something to think about. We have Newscopter 7 up over First Avenue with this fire department activity. We're going to check.
Includes fellow New York athletes like Jalen Brunson, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterby, Garrett Wilson also received some votes.
Okay.
A bunch of big names.
Now, here are some of the biggest names in entertainment that also received votes. Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese. Dolly Parton. It's Scorsese, but you know. Yeah, no, we go. We toggle between the two. Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter.
Please,
I'm not surprised. People love these folks.
Write my name.
Dolly Parton, everyone loves.
Oh,
Dolly?
Yeah, she could do
Yes.
anything. She could be president. No? Am I the only person? We would all love it. All right. Okay. You know who should be getting more votes? Our very own Brittany Bell.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, she's teaching the next generation of meteorologists. This is her yesterday. Brittany, you took a visit to see students at CP Kids, a preschool in the inside Chelsea Piers. Tell us about it.
And I don't know if you can see in the background, so they're focused right now on community helpers and how meteorologists help the community prepare, you know, for rain and snow. So they have their own little, I guess, 5-day forecast in the back of the picture. They give a forecast each morning, so I talk to them about my job, what I do. Also read the book Drop about the water cycle.
Okay, so Brittany, you guys need to know she has a whole program that she does with kids. She gives back a lot to these schools.
Love it.
But you know, this was a much younger group.
Yes, but they
and
were
you
so
had
great.
younger group.
Yes, but they
and
were
you
so
had
great.
you had it all set up. You were like, I know all the things to keep them entertained.
I even had little.
Ask you anything?
They did. They had great questions. They asked about what time I get up, coworkers, and they were just so great.
Said good things.
Isn't
Right?
that age so cute?
Yes.
They are so cute.
And they paid so much. They paid close attention, very attentive. You know, preschoolers can be a little antsy, but they were paying attention the entire talk.
I love that.
Just a sign of how great of a job the parents are doing and the teachers.
Brittany loves the kids.
I do.
Y'all.
They were so
Brittany
cute.
love the kids.
Yeah.
So are you giving like talks at like DMVs or something? Or
Actually, I go to schools as well.
Oh, you go to schools too?
I do.
Nice,
We do some chatting and some reading, and it's fun.
It's
They're
always
sweet.
good whenever
And
you
I
get-
think the teacher actually gives them a nice pep talk before we come in to make sure that they're behaving.
I actually have never been more nervous than when I have to read in front of a class.
Right.
Well, kids are honest.
They really are. They can be judging. I wonder where they get it from.
Mr. Rivera can't read. You know, you get some of those, and you're like, you know.
It's real.
Yeah,
It's
they don't
real.
play.
So what are they thinking of your forecast? Because, you know, they are very honest.
I don't think they like the cold.
Kids.
Yeah, they weren't a big fan of these temperatures. I'm not either, especially this afternoon when we get into the upper 30s and the lower 40s, but it will feel so much colder once you factor in winds that will get stronger. Gusting up to 40 miles per hour, but this morning it's not too breezy. That will eventually change. It's 33 in Central Park. Most of these numbers are in the 20s and the 30s. Toms River 25 for you, Belmar 28, 35 in Islip, and 29 degrees in Montgomery. It feels like 26 in Islip, even 19 degrees in Toms River. It is a little breezy in some areas. Winds out of the west ranging from 2 to 13 miles per hour, but winds will start to crank up by midday, especially intensifying throughout this afternoon, gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. Skies are at least quiet. We're clear to partly cloudy. Clouds will increase. Radar was showing a few flurries near western Orange County, but it looks like that is falling apart. Probably just some moisture higher up in the atmosphere. But there is a chance for a flurry or a snow shower north and west of the city lasting throughout this afternoon. That's all thanks to this approaching cold front. High pressure will continue to move offshore. So heading throughout this afternoon, periods of sunshine and clouds, maybe a snow shower, especially around the Catskills, the Poconos, and more the same for the Hudson Valley. Tonight through early tomorrow morning, skies are clear, and that allows temperatures to plummet down in the teens and the 20s. These are actual numbers, not the real field temperatures. Even spots in the Catskills could get down in the single digits early Friday morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it doesn't get much better. Clouds increase. Highs only reach the upper 20s, lower 30s. Most of us will stay below freezing, and there's a chance for a few flurries or a snow shower, this time south of the city, south and east of the city, late tomorrow through early Saturday morning. But overall, that storm track is trending farther to the south, so we're on the northern edge of that moisture, keeping most of the rain and snow south of the tri-state. This weekend, we're mainly dry, not as harsh. Temperatures in the lower 40s. Another cold front arrives Sunday, but we feel the difference Monday and Tuesday, with temperatures once again dropping in the lower 30s. It feels more like January this week. This afternoon, 41, turning windy, periods of sunshine and clouds, and a chance for a snow shower north and west. Winds out of the west-northwest between 15 to 25, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. And that will make temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s feel like the upper 20s and the lower 30s. So these are the temperatures you want to dress for throughout this afternoon. Tonight, 22, some of the coldest air of the season, the teens, even the single digits north and west of the city. And tomorrow, a high of only 33 degrees, mostly cloudy, and a chance for a snow shower south of the city. This weekend, 40 to 41, so not as cold, but we get back down into the lower 30s Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday 41 degrees. Heather, what are you watching so far?
Unfortunately, we're having some issues with New Jersey transit trains, Brittany, so we'll talk about that. Thank you very much. And here we go. Amtrak overhead wire issues, 45-minute delays in and out of New York Penn Station. They are cross-honoring, though, Path at Hoboken, Newark Penn, and 33rd Street, New York. Now, we're also looking at the Cross Bronx East, right near the Whitestone Bridge. We do have a crash reported there. And then going on to 78 local lanes east at exit 56. The right lane is closed down. A dump truck lost debris on the roadway, so they are still out that getting cleared away. It is a gridlock alert day, so you definitely want to use mass transit. Pioneer Drive, we still have some closures where a car went into a pole. PSE&G is on the scene. Newscopter 7 is commuting very easily this morning, but up over, unfortunately, over a fire on the Upper East Side. We'll check in now with John Del Giorno. Good morning, John.
That's right, Heather. Good morning, Newscopter 7. We do have the easy way around.
And it's not that breezy this morning, but I do want to get you ready for a windy day, especially this afternoon, with winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. It's 33 in Central Park. We are starting out in the 20s and the 30s all around the tri-state, down to 31 in Danbury, the same in Poughkeepsie, Morristown 30, 31 in Newark, and 28 degrees in Belmar. It feels a little cooler. It feels like 26 in Islip, 19 in Toms River, even 22 in Poughkeepsie. There is a westerly breeze ranging from 2 to 13 miles per hour, but winds will get stronger starting around midday with the strongest gust this afternoon. Skies are quiet, clear to partly cloudy, and a few flurries trying to get close to the Catskills. We do keep a chance for a flurry or a snow shower north and west of the city, but it's shaping up to be a mainly dry and gusty day. That's why temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s will feel like the upper 20s and the lower 30s. Heather?
Had some issues with Amtrak, overhead wire issues. We had 45-minute delays in and out of New York Penn Station. Now it's down to 30-minute delays, which still isn't great. We have cross-honoring going on, Path at Hoboken, Newark Penn, and 33rd Street, New York. Now in Queens, on the actually, this is not in Queens, this is in the Bronx, Cross Bronx Expressway East near the Whitestone Bridge. We're hearing this is something that involves a dump truck, so you want to avoid that area. 287 north of exit 22, there is a crash, and then you have 78 local lanes east of exit 56. The right lane is closed. A dump truck lost debris, so use the express lanes there if you can. It's a gridlock alert day. Make sure you utilize mass transit. Garden State Parkway express lane south right near exit 114. That is a car fire. And alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect on this gridlock alert day. Leave your car at home. Charlene and Pedro, over to you.
Great advice.
Lindsay Tuckman live in Greenwich Village with more. Lindsay?
Yeah, good morning, Charlene and Pedro. Turns out that this attack on that NYU student behind me here isn't the first time this man, James Rizzo, is accused of violence against women, and it's not even the first time this week. He does have 16 prior arrests, a lengthy criminal record, including charges for sex abuse and even attempted murder, and now he is facing multiple new charges. That man was arraigned late last night in a Manhattan courtroom.
Right, and 5 a.m. to midnight.
Yes, so 5 a.m. to midnight, 24 hours on Christmas Day.
Big.
So I guess we should just go to your house, Brittany, because I know that tree is lit 4 hours a day, isn't it?
Yeah, 24 hours, but not as nice. My dog is usually under the tree, too, so.
Oh, cute, even better.
Yeah, but this morning, as the kids head to school, temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s, and the breeze is light for now. That will change around pickup and after school, with temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s, but wind chills in the 20s and the lower 30s, all thanks to gusts up to 40 miles per hour. We're mainly dry, just a small chance for a flurry or two around the Catskills and the Hudson Valley, more the same in the Poconos. Freeport 42 for you, Hempstead 41, Manor Haven 41, Bedford Park 42, and Elmhurst up to 42 degrees. Tomorrow, we are in for some of the coldest air of the season. This time tomorrow, get ready for morning temperatures in the teens and the lower 20s, even below 10 degrees in some spots. And later Friday, a high of only 33. We also end Friday with the chance for a snow shower, this time south of the city. This weekend, the 40s return with a mixture of sunshine and clouds. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we are happy. Things are getting a little bit better. We have Newscopter 7 up over the Hoboken train station.
Delays of up to a half an hour.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, John, and I appreciate those who are taking mass transit on this gridlock alert day. Cross Bronx Expressway eastbound, that ramp to the Whitestone Bridge. You can see right over here, we have a stalled dump truck there, so everybody has to get around that, so use caution. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect on this gridlock alert day. Pedro, sure.
I like that outfit. I like that outfit.
I have to agree.
Just
I have to agree.
I don't know.
We got Robin Roberts.
Talk about style. Talk about fashion.
You know what?
Always bringing it.
Yeah, well, thank you, hon. Tyra Banks taught me this. She said every hallway is a runway. Yeah, so when you're walking down the every hall, even if you're coming off the subway, you know.
That's the face she's making?
Is that the face?
That's the face she makes when she walks in the subway?
Wow.
That was kind of scary.
I love it. That's kind of scary.
I like my face.
You got to smile. You got to smile.
You got to smile.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
All right now.
Yes,
all right,
Robin.
y'all are good for my ego. Thank you all very much. And good night. It's been a one. Okay, coming up, we got the Arctic blast hitting millions with actual temperatures dropping below zero. We're counting down to the release of Avatar: Fire and Ash. The cast and director James Cameron all join us live. Plus, we're going to roll into Alabama, my birth state, for our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour. All coming up right here. Very busy Thursday morning, as you know, Brittany.
It is. Sweet home Alabama. All right, Robin. We'll see you all in just a few minutes.
You got it.
And we're getting off to a quiet start. Also chilly temperatures in the 20s and the 30s, but winds will get stronger later today, especially this afternoon, so get ready for a gusty breeze. It's 33 in Central Park, and temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s. Belmar 28, 35 in Islip, 34 in Bridgeport, and Sussex down to 30 for you. There's still a wind chill factor going on. It feels like 26 in Islip and 19 in Toms River. That's because winds are out of the west, ranging from 2 to 13 20 miles per hour. So not too breezy for now, but watch what happens by midday, especially this afternoon. Once a cold front comes in, winds will crank up, gusting to 35 to 40 miles per hour. That will make high temperatures in the 40s feel much colder. At least skies are quiet. We're clear to partly cloudy, maybe a few flurries trying to move in around northwest New Jersey and the Catskills. There is a chance for a flurry or a snow shower throughout this afternoon, all thanks to this cold front, but most of the day will be dry. This front, the big story, will ramp up wind speeds and bring in some of the coldest air of the season tonight through tomorrow. Throughout this afternoon, we're in for periods of sunshine and clouds in our futurecast, showing that chance for a few flakes flying around the Catskills and the Poconos, even the Hudson Valley. And tonight, skies are clear. That allows overnight lows to plummet down in the teens and the 20s around most of the area. These are not real field temperatures, actual numbers in the teens and the 20s, even dipping below 10 degrees across portions of the Catskills and the Poconos. It doesn't get much better tomorrow afternoon. Clouds increase, highs only reach the upper 20s, lower 30s. We barely get above the freezing mark, and there's a chance for a few flurries and sprinkles, especially south and east of the city Friday afternoon through Friday evening. It's not a washout, but a chance for a few flakes flying, especially south of the city, and not expecting much in the way of accumulation. Late Friday night into Saturday, skies begin to clear. So notice how that storm track is trending farther to the south. We're right on the northern edge of that shield of moisture, of rainfall and snow, the heaviest precipitation that's south of us. This weekend, mainly dry, temperatures in the lower 40s. A cold front arrives Sunday, but we feel that cold blast again Monday and Tuesday. We're not done with highs in the lower 30s. We once again drop to around 31 to 34 degrees early next week. But today, 41, turning windy, especially midday throughout this afternoon. Partly sunny and a snow shower north and west. Winds out of the west-northwest between 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 40. And that's why temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s will feel like the 20s and the lower 30s, around 2 to 3 this afternoon. So these are the temperatures you want to dress for later today. Tonight, 22, some of the coldest air of the season, the teens in the suburbs, even the single digits in some spots, and tomorrow afternoon only up to 33. Some areas will struggle to get above freezing, mostly cloudy, and a chance for a snow shower south and east of the city.
And the Garden State Parkway heading on the express lane southbound 114. That's where we do have a car fire. Your one train's uptown delays. There's a door problem at 96th Street. We also have the LIE East near exit 37 with an accident. You can see a lot of activity as you go through that area. Tractor trailer is obviously involved in that crash. And then we have newscopter.
You can see them bumper to bumper.
All right, thanks for that, John. Then the Cross Bronx East ramp to the Whitestone Bridge, stalled dump truck right over there. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. We're going right to Queens. We do have an issue here on Jackie Robinson Parkway East at Union Turnpike. It's an accident involving a mini school bus. You can see that we do have people standing outside of the cars. Looks like 2 other cars are there. John Del Giorno is showing us these pictures here. So do use caution if you are traveling onto Jackie Robinson Parkway. Now we'll head over here and talk about this problem. This is the LIE East right near exit 37 Willis Avenue, an accident, and alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. It is a gridlock alert day. New Jersey Transit trains are dealing with some delays, and we'll send it now to Brittany.
And we're getting off to a quiet start, but get ready for a breezy day with winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So that will make a high of 41 feel more like the lower 30s. Tomorrow, some of the coldest air of the season, a high of only 33. Even a chance for a few flurries, mainly south of the city. And this weekend, we get back into the lower 40s, 40 on Saturday, mostly cloudy, and 41 on Sunday. But the 30s